The 26th of April, 1937. An aerial attack was carried out on a small town of Guernica, located in North Spain. The town was used as a target practice by the German and Italian warplanes, with permission granted by the leader of the Spanish nationalists, General Francisco Franco. Several hundred men and women and children were killed during the carpet bombing. It is historically documented as the first raid on a defenseless population by the Air Force.
Pablo Picasso, a Spanish painter already famous at the time, had lived close to the area of Guernica in his childhood and was deeply horrified by the attack. In the months prior, Picasso had been commissioned to paint a mural by the Spanish government. When Picasso learnt of the attack, he changed his planned artwork entirely in order to produce Guernica, a painting that would become his most iconic, most controversial, and one of the most powerful artworks and statements of anti-war in history.
The mural was completed in June 1937, measuring 3.5 by 7.75 meters. Its scale alone leaves an audience in awe and silence. Thickly slathered oil paint has been applied aggressively to the canvas in a monochromatic scale of harsh black, white and grey. The mural depicts civilian men, women, children and animals, distorted in the cubist style to emphasize their agony.
The painting uses sharp, angular techniques with the light shining of a light bulb at the top of the work. Hands and fingers are almost distorted as they are made out to be distinguishably simple in detail, and fingers are different in size and shape. Grey paint is used consistently throughout the work. The colours grey, white and black are used to emphasize aspects of the work. Black is used in the background with the objects painted white and grey. The work appears to be fractured and harsh. People and animals are painted crudely throughout the artwork and indicating it is not meant to be positive.
The mother cradling the dead child. The woman is a symbol of all Spanish civilians and the innocent lives that were lost.
The bull. In traditional Spanish culture, the bull is seen as powerful and as a protector. However, Picasso depicts the bull in Guernica as Franco, the Spanish general who supported the attack. The bull blocks the exit and still stands tall and mighty as he watches over the scene while the mother screams at him in terror.
The horse. The horse represents the nation of Spain, which has been stabbed with a spear. There is a hidden human skull depicted in the horse's face.
The fallen warrior. The sword is a symbol of justice and strength. However, it is broken in defeat and battle. The flowers held by the soldier is a symbol of hope for the Spanish people.
The light, also interpreted as the all-seeing eye, looking down upon the scene.
The woman with the lamp. The figure appears from the outside world, sending assistance in all that she can. The light in her hand illuminates the atrocities that have occurred.
The open door. In cultures from the western side of the world, we read from left to right. This means the final object our eyes see in the mural is the open door, a symbol of hope.
We know that Guernica is a famous artwork by a famous artist, but why in the 21st century is the work still so powerful and highly regarded?
In the chronology of art history, Guernica is placed on the timeline within the era of modern art. As a cubist work, Picasso challenged the traditional conventions both aesthetically and conceptually. For example, he chose to present the honest brutality of the world through harsh shapes, colors, and symbols rather than accepted and preferred styles and subject matter of art.
Picasso for many is seen as a revolutionary artist for using subject matter and materials in order to make an audience respond on a personal level.
Guernica still provokes an emotive response from audiences.
However, not only the viewers think of the town of Guernica and the lives that were lost.
They are also compelled to think of the victims of war crimes throughout the world in both the past and present.
Guernica is so powerful that a replica of it is on display within the United Nations, an area where international leaders discuss issues and controversies in the world. On numerous occasions, Guernica has been positioned behind an influential person in the discussion or statement of war, a reminder and symbol of the impact war has on innocent lives and the unnecessary involvement within civil matters.
In 1974, an artist, Tony Schifrezi, famously vandalized the original Guernica on display in the Museum of Modern Art.
writing in bold red, "Kill lies all," a statement made in reference to America's involvement in Vietnam. The work was fixed, however this is an example of how regardless of changes in context, the work is still so powerful and emotional in its propaganda purposes.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, 4 hands and then away, both under influence. We had divine said to know what to say. Mind is a razor blade to call for hands of above to lean on. Would it be good enough for me now? One night of magic rush, the start a simple touch. One night to push and scream, and then relief. 10 days of perfect tunes, the colors red and blue. We had a promise made, we were in love. To call for hands of above, to lean on. Wouldn't be good enough for me now. To call for hands of above, to lean on. Wouldn't be good enough. And you knew the hand of the devil, and you kept us awake with false teeth, sharing different heartbeats in one life. To call for hands of above, to lean on. Would it be good enough for me now? To call for hands